Hello YouTubers, this is Bob Hickman. Well, it's so good to be back here with all of you. You know, I wanted to come today to make this special video because so many of you have been writing me in the last few days, and it's almost reached a fervor pitch of panic. And so many of you are just terrified about this economy. I saw in the news that the unemployment benefits were dropped for close to 2 million Americans yesterday, and I know a lot of you have been writing saying, I'm at the end, I've gone through my unemployment benefits, I don't know what I'm going to do, I'm at the end of my rope. Well, you know, first of all, I want to say I'm so glad that you took the time to write to me. I'm getting all your letters and I am reading them, and I'm doing a lot of prayers for all of you. So know that Bob is with you right now. So many of you are just so terrified, and you know, a lot of you are saying, you know, Bob, it's supposed to be Christmas time, the holiday season, Hanukkah, and I just don't feel like celebrating this year. And I can understand that, I really can. You know, I think that at the holiday time, we make so much, you know, of materialism. You know, we think that if we can't go out and buy our family, you know, the latest $5,000 plasma television, that we're somehow just failing them. And the truth is, that's really not what the holidays are about. And you know, I would like all of you to think about this holiday season as really to bring it back to what it's all about. It's about being spiritual. It's about connecting to your higher power. You know, my mother grew up during the 1930s and the Depression years, and she always tells me about how, you know, when she was growing up, she said, you know, they were so poor, and at Christmas time, they might be lucky if they got a brand new pair of shoes. And usually what they got would be a cardboard box with an orange inside of it and homemade candy, you know. And the thing that I always loved about her story about that is, you know, her grandmother and her mother would take hours decorating this little box with types of paper and bows. And, you know, they had no money, and probably the present cost less than $1. But those presents were cherished by all of by my mother and all of her siblings, and the neighborhood kids got them. You know, and I really think we can go back to that. I think that these economic times are allowing us the opportunity to be creative. How can we celebrate the holiday without having to have money? You know, so many of you I know are down to literally your last penny. And, you know, I would just be honest and tell people I don't have any money for gifts this year. I don't think anybody's going to be angry. But, you know, what you could do is you could make a beautiful paper card. You know, get a piece of paper, draw, make it beautiful. You know, creativity is birthed out of some of the roughest times. You know, if you study the lives of some of the most successful people and the great artists, their brilliance was born out of times of great challenge and great poverty. So I think that all of us who have struggled this year, and I myself have had struggles. You know, a lot of you think, oh, well, you know, Bob, he's a well-known psychic all over the country. He has a lot of money. Well, you know, it's true I'm well-known, but even I felt the economic downturn. And so I understand where you are coming from. I understand your struggles, and I want you to know that I'm with you. I'm praying for all of you. You know, I have an altar, and I have to film it so I can show it to you guys, but I have an altar with candles set for all my YouTubers, and I do pray for all of you every day. You know, this Christmas time, this holiday time, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, Yule, you know, make it about the spirit. Make it about gathering. You know, I know that a bunch of people this year who are getting together and they're having potlucks. You know, that a bunch of families are getting together and everybody's bringing one dish. And everybody's putting their energy together and they're going to have a wonderful meal. You know, this is what we need to do. We need to find within ourselves creativity. You know, I was out at the store the other day and I was walking through Macy's and I saw all of these, you know, Christmas decorations, and they were really lovely. And I went over to look at them, and one little Christmas ball was $14. That was for one ball. Now, it was beautiful, but, you know, really, do we need to be spending $14 on each Christmas ball on our tree? I mean, come on, isn't that just over the top? Yeah. You know, as a kid, I used to string popcorn. We'd make popcorn and get a needle and thread it, and, you know, hang up our decorations. It didn't cost more than probably $1, and we had our house decked and our tree decked with popcorn, and it really was lovely. You know, that's an old Victorian thing, and I think we can look to the Victorians for some of those old-time creative things that'll bring joy. You know, it doesn't take a lot of money. It just takes openness to the creative spirit of the season. You know, some of you have written me. One lady wrote to me and she said, you know, Bob, I wanted to put up a Christmas tree for my family this year, but I don't have one. And I went to the store and the cheapest I could find was $180. And I thought, you know, isn't that terrible? Well, I told her, I said, don't spend the money on that. You know, if you don't have a Christmas tree, you know what? Decorate your house. You can string popcorn. You can put up red bows. You know, go to the dollar store. You buy a lot of great stuff at the dollar store. And you can make your house festive without having to spend more than $10. And you don't even have to have a tree. In fact, you know, my parents are older now and retired, and they don't have a big house. They don't have room for a big tree. They have a little tiny tree they bring out. It's ceramic every year. And it's beautiful. They light it up, and it's got little, you know, glowing lights. And we enjoy that more than any giant big tree. And anyways, who wants all the mess of cleaning up? I mean, come on. You know, after Christmas, it's a lot of work. So this year, you know, all of you who are struggling, you know, I want you to know that you're not alone. This is why my channel exists. It exists so that we can gather together, that we can support each other. Write to your fellow YouTubers. You know, I've become personal friends with many of you, and I know you call me and I call you. And, you know, we help each other through the rough times. You know, some of you who watch my channel are very wealthy people. And, you know, it wouldn't hurt you to maybe give a little money secretly to some people. You know, that's always a nice thing to do. You don't have to tell them or make a big show. Just have an envelope arrive at their house. You know, it would help them. So today, I encourage and invite all of you, please don't despair at this holiday time. Please don't give up hope. We're going to make it through this time. You know, all of us. And I'm here to support you, and I know all of you are here to support me. And together, we're going to show what the American spirit is about, and the European spirit, and the Asian spirit. You see, I forget that I'm worldwide, and I know that a lot of other countries around the world have people who are struggling as well. But, you know, let's help each other through this time. You know, some of you have written to me and you've said, you know, I have no family. I'm all alone. My family live far away, or maybe you've been disowned. Your family is here at Spirit Channel. You can come and watch these videos. You can write to me. We can talk. You know, we're all here together. We're going to get through this economic hard time. You know, I've got my my annual predictions that'll be coming on December 31st. You know, that's a big video, comes out every year, and I get thousands of people who wait for that. And I'm going to give you a little hint. 2011 is going to be a very, very good year economically. We're going to see a lot of return, and we're going to break out of this cycle. And that starts, though, now. That starts with all of us raising our consciousness, raising our vibration psychically. You know, if you want to see improvement, you have to be part of the change. And here at Spirit Channel, I hope I can give you gifts to help you get through this change. Guys, don't despair. Let's work together. Let's help each other. Write to your YouTubers. It's not a time to be prideful and say, oh, well, everything's perfect in my world. Let's be honest. A lot of us are hurting economically. Let's share that. Let's break down these walls. You might be somebody who, has a gift for, let's say painting. Okay? Well, maybe you could make a painting and auction it off here on YouTube and give the money to a family in your neighborhood. I'm going to auction off a reading, a private reading, and the money that will come from that reading is going to be given to a local homeless shelter. And I'll have more about that as we go through the month. But each of us have talents, If you go back and watch the video, I taught you the video on the wonderful orange clove charm. And you can find that in my links over here on the side. But you could make those as gifts this year. They don't cost much, and they're beautiful, and people treasure them. I know the one that my friend Dino gave me is still wonderful. I'm still enjoying it. You see? So why don't we find ways to take the stress off? We all have enough stress. Let's not make the holidays another one. Let's let the holidays be a time where we can renew our spirit. Guys, I just want to let you know that I'm with you and we are going to get through this, so don't be afraid. Bob's here for you. My channel, Spirit Channel's here for you. In the coming weeks, we're going to have some wonderful videos. I've been working on raising the quality of my videos, and we're going to have some really amazing stuff coming. So I'm very excited, and we'll have more about that. Anyways, guys, listen. You know that you're going to make it through, and you know that I'm here for you. So let's all help each other. Let's be there for each other. And let's pray. If you're one of those families who have lost your benefits and you're about to lose your house, you can invoke the angels. Miracles can and do happen. So, like the Dalai Lama said one time, when the communists were coming to attack the monastery, somebody said, oh, Dalai Lama, the communists are coming. What are we going to do? And the Dalai Lama said, well, I don't know. And he went back to playing a game. And they said, Your Holiness, aren't you upset? He said, well, the way I look at it, if there's something I can do, there's no need to worry. And if there's nothing I can do, well, there's no need to worry. And some of you are kind of in that place now where the wolves are coming in on you. And you know what? If there's nothing you can do, this is where you get the Spirit to come in and take control and let them lead you. I see a stronger 2011, and I know that working together, all of us can help that to become a manifest reality. So keep it here at Spirit Channel. Know you are not alone. I am praying for all of you, and I love you all. God bless you. Thank you for your time.